And 3 of the NFL draft kick off this evening in Pittsburgh after an exciting first day. To nobody's surprise, the Las Vegas Raiders made Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza the first overall pick. I was watching this live. It was such a great moment. But Mendoza wasn't in Pittsburgh. He wasn't even in Vegas for the biggest moment of his career. He was at home with his family. News Nation national correspondent Nick Smith has more on this heartwarming story.
With the first pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Las Vegas Raiders select Fernando Mendoza, quarterback, Indiana.
It was the announcement that Fernando Mendoza has been waiting his whole life to hear. Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner, national champion, and now the #1 overall pick. But as the crowd roared in Pittsburgh, there was no walk across the stage, no smiling snapshot holding his new jersey, no handshake with the commissioner. Football took a back seat. Instead of standing under the spotlight, Mendoza chose family over the frenzy of the draft, taking in the life-changing moment at home in South Florida with his wheelchair-bound mom, Elsa.
Once it happened, I was ecstatic, and I heard my mom, like, I'm so proud of you, and so that kind of broke me there, and I'm just so happy to have such a great support system and so grateful and blessed for the opportunity.
Elsa Mendoza was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in 2008, but didn't tell her kids until 2020. A few years later, Fernando was rising up the college ranks, first at the University of California and then at Indiana. He says his mom is a big reason why he made it to where he is, calling her his biggest fan and his light.
You taught me that toughness doesn't need to be loud. It can be quiet and strong. It's choosing hope. It's believing in yourself when the world doesn't give you much reason to. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible.
For the future face of a franchise and possibly the league, the biggest moment of his life didn't happen on the field, but rather in a living room, next to the person who helped carry him there.
It's really easy for my mom to go here to Las Vegas tomorrow, and so that was #1. I wanted it there because I wanted my mom to be there. It'd be hard for her to take two trips like that really back to back.
And Hannah, I know you watched it live. Everybody watched it live. It was just a moment that we can all we feel really good about it, right? Mendoza is the first Indiana player taken #1 overall since 1938. And even though he now plays for the team co-owned by Tom Brady, Mendoza says he still thinks of himself as the underdog.
Nick, I was smiling last night. I was smiling through your piece here. We're all rooting for this kid and his family. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations.
Nick, thank you so much. And for more on tonight's rounds and Thursday's action, let's bring in teen sports reporter and journalist Chase Coburn, host of the Chase's Sports News podcast. Chase, I've heard great things about you. Good morning. I've been excited to meet you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Let's talk about Fernando Mendoza. Goes first overall. Not a surprise, but do you think the Raiders made the right pick?
Of course they did. I mean, Mendoza, you mentioned it. How could you cheer against this guy? I love his attitude. I love his humility. I also love his swagger and his confidence. And he's just a resilient, really a dog on the field. It's hard to stop him. He has an unbelievable heart for the game that I think will serve him well. I don't really view him as a generational quarterback talent like an Andrew Luck back, around a decade ago, or a Joe Burrow back in 2020. But the Raiders certainly found someone that was more than productive at college, showed that he could win a national championship in college. And if you put the right pieces around him, you could see the Raiders among the best in the NFL.
So let's take a look at the rest of the top 10 picks. Who other than Mendoza, of course, do you think will make an immediate impact for their new team?
I think the Giants really got a steal with Arvell Reese, the linebacker, at #5. It felt like for the past 2 months, we expected Reese to be the #2 overall draft pick to the New York Jets until about 3 days ago, when all of a sudden, some really considered David Bailey to be the more likely option at 2nd overall. The fact that Reese fell all the way down to 5 is a huge steal for the Giants, who are looking for some defensive contributions under a new regime. And then even as you just look down toward the top 10, I think the Cleveland Browns trading down and getting Spencer Fano, one of the top offensive linemen from Utah, a guy who has incredible versatility, can play multiple different positions on the offensive line. I think that was important, and I really do think this top 10 was a lot of fun because we didn't see a lot of predictability like we've seen in previous drafts. The picks were quicker. It just felt like it was a more lively experience to watch, and it made the top 10 a whole lot more fun than last year, in my opinion.
You mentioned it wasn't as predictable this year. Any surprises for you of players taken off the board last night?
I mean, we were having the conversation of, will Ty Simpson go in the first round? Maybe it's pick 31, pick 32. Maybe it's the beginning of day 2. And instead he goes 13th overall to the Los Angeles Rams. That's a stunner for me personally. And it's not that I don't disagree with the pick. He has a ton of talent. And I honestly do think it's a perfect situation for him. Only after 15 collegiate starts, he gets to learn under an offensive head coach in Sean McVay, learn under a quarterback in Matthew Stafford. But with the Rams really looking to win right now with the reigning MVP in quarterback Matthew Stafford, I am shocked that they picked him this high. I'm shocked they didn't try to get him in day 2 or trade up to get him. But there were some teams behind him, maybe Tampa Bay, the New York Jets, at some point the Arizona Cardinals, that would have considered him. So I think the Rams are trying to look long-term here and think, let's have him develop under Stafford for a year or 2 and find our quarterback of the future and make sure he's ours and not, just rely on Tampa Bay and New York and Arizona passing up on him. So it's certainly an interesting pick. We'll see how it pans out. A lot of these are great and a lot of these are bad when you try to play the almost 2 different eras kind of at once. But Ty Simpson certainly has the talent, and he's in a position that I believe will cater to his needs whenever he's ready.
All right, Chase Coburn, this was a lot of fun. Chase, thank you so much. I know you'll be watching tonight.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course. On the other side, President Trump says he is in no rush